Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm here with a pick a card, but I'm not very well organised at the moment, so you're going to be watching me as I organise myself because it's been a tough week, a very tough week, and I thought I would just come on, not planned, just to see what happens and what decks I choose to do a reading with, but there'll still be 1, 2 or 3 that's going to be the same, but I'm just going to choose decks at random for each one of you, no matter which one you choose, because it has been a rough week and I've had some money stolen from my account due to being hacked with my credit card. It was horrible, and I bought a deck from eBay, but half of it was missing, and I've had a devil of a time trying to get a refund. Oh, it's just been horrible. And then I got new glasses, and I'm trying to get used to those. Oh, and I'm going away for 2 weeks. Well, that'll be nice. That'll be good. But I broke my sister's favourite bowl. It slipped out of my hands and just crashed and just disintegrated virtually, so she's not very happy with me. So I thought I would just come on and do a random reading for those days when things just don't go right. Now I've got a new little stand. I'm going to show it to you, my new little camera stand that I purchased. There it goes. It's not too bad. It's a cheap version of a brand one, but you know, sometimes you need to just buy things because you need them. And I found this little book the other day, so I'm going to show you that as well. So I'm going to pour a cup of tea for us and see what happens and see how this video turns out with this new stand and see how we go with this reading. So 1, 2 or 3, whichever you think you might like. But before we do that, I'm going to show you this little book. I am not a wine drinker by any means, but I found this and I just thought it was such a good little book, so cute. 101 Reasons to Have a Glass of Wine and a Vat Load of Nonsense. And yeah, so I'm going to pick one for us today. It's got quite a few little things like this, you see. It's got a quote and a wine fact and some other quotes down here by famous people, all to do with wine. So if you're a wine drinker, you might enjoy it, and if you're not, then you will just have some fun. So I'm going to pick a little quote for us. 101 reasons to have a glass of wine. So what's the one reason we can choose today, because we've had a rotten week? Oh my goodness. Reason number 8. The fate of the wine industry depends on me. So the wine fact is the first written mention of a corkscrew or bottle screw dates from 1681. It is described as a steel worm used for the drawing of corks out of bottles. That little sentence, "have the chill taken off," has done more harm than good than is possible to imagine. Oh. So the fate of the wine industry depends on me. Well, it would be in a disgrace if they relied on me to save them, because I don't drink wine, but I just thought that was fun. So there we go. So number 1, 2 or 3, what should we do today just to bring back a little bit of semblance of normality into our life? To gain a little bit of interest, have a little bit of a course of action, some advice, some possibilities. What can we do to alter the situation, make it more manageable, more bearable? Maybe even solve the issue at hand, or to at least resurrect some sense of normality, which is what I think I need at the moment. So 1, 2 or 3, you can choose the number. These are the cards that we'll be using for each of you, for 1, 2 or 3, for the possibilities, and I'll choose the deck after you've decided which one you want. So you choose. Okay, number 1. I'm still thinking what deck to use for you. I think I'm going to use the Lightseers Tarot and to see what might be happening for you. See what we can work out here, shall we? What does the universe want you to know? And what are the possibilities? Oops, still not very good for shuffling in front of, but it's good enough standing there. So pop them out the way so I have a bit more room to lay down your cards. So, number 1. Temperance. Did you hate that? Balance in all things. 2 of Cups. Again, it's sort of blending here. And the 4 of Swords. Well, the 4 of Swords sounds quite nice at the moment. I don't know about you, but I think I would like to take a rest, to take a break from the everyday and just sort of chill for a little bit. I think that's what's coming down through here, because you want to be able to rebalance your life. You want to harmonize what's happening here at the moment. You may be a little bit out of balance. You may be feeling as though things are either too good or too bad, more likely too bad, but you want to bring back the equilibrium, the status quo. You want to be able to say, hey, look, I can find my way through this, no matter what's happened or what will happen from this moment on. I will be okay, that I can balance my system, I can balance my body, mind, body and spirit. And I think that's what's coming through here at the moment. I think a good break from all of this would be the ultimate solution, if it's possible, but I'm sensing this may not be a full time or a full extension of that break, but more likely taking like a little cat nap, or taking just a break or a moment or two away from the situation, away from those around you who are contributing to this situation that you're facing at the moment and wants to change and wants to reevaluate. The 2 of Cups comes back about blending things here. Now, this could be indicating the blending of as in regards to a relationship, but I think it's also more likely in this situation a blending of how you can manage your life, doing everything that you need to do without what's the word? I just lost it. Contributing to the situation as it is. So you need to be able to balance your life. And I think this is the blending of how you can incorporate everything you need to do with what you want to do, with how you want to be at the moment. And I think taking a break might be the way to go forward for you, to take a bit of a breather, to see what's really happening and what you can do about this. So let's have a look at some possibilities and see if we can come to any other conclusions. What do you think? Does it seem to be sitting with you at the moment? This Two of Cups could be a relationship, if that is relevant to you. But I'm sensing, as I said, it's more of the balancing of you. So you can become more centered and more satisfied and happier with the situation. It's more intent on resolving it somehow. But while you're still busy, or thinking, it's not going to happen to quite the same extent as it would if you were fresh and revitalized. Sometimes I read cards out of order, even though it's a lot of people would say one card, second card, third card. Sometimes the cards sort of blend together, becoming one message rather than 1, 2, or 3. You know what I mean? But I'm liking that Four of Swords, I tell you. It's a reprieve from all of that that's going on in your life at the moment, and the possibilities are memories are being stirred. This is not, I'm sensing this is not regretting where you are right now, but being aware of that it's not the best place to be, and these memories are taking you back to a better time, or to, in this regard here, if that is a person, is taking you back to that person, back to the memories of that person, of how you shared your life with that person and what happened there. So, but I don't see regret here. I could be wrong, but the storm clouds are clearing. So this is like being, okay, this is the situation now. That's the past, and I can't do anything about the past. I can only work with what I've got right now. And I think that's what's coming through here for you, to work with what you've got now. Yeah, you can reminisce. No one's stopping anyone from reminiscing, but sometimes that reminiscing can interrupt the flow. It can interrupt the blending here and the balancing. You're heading out of a situation that has been bothering you into the unknown. Yes, there's always an indication here that where you're traveling is still unknown. You may know your destination, but you may not know what happens when you get there. You have all the intent of making it positive, but it's life, and sometimes things get in the way. But you're certainly having the potential to be in a better place. It's still a bit scary, and it's still a bit what's going to happen, but I think you need this to happen. Yeah, you need this to happen. It's like this journey, this phase that you're going through right now is meant to bring you back to where you are, bring you back to you. And then you got the sunflowers. It's such a beautiful energy here with the sunflowers. It's after your rest, after you're revitalized, after you know what's what and where you go to from here. The sunflowers come through, and I'm getting the chills because it's a revitalization. It's things are back to where they need to be. That concern, that worry, that the past has finished. You come into a stage of understanding that where to from here starts right now. Starts from where you are, with what you have, and with everything that you've learnt from the past, and the future is yours, and you can do with it as you wish, because you are revitalized, you are reawakened and you feel as though you're ready now to move on. Does that make sense for you today? So thank you. Number 1. Number 2, 1515. I was going to give you 1515. Okay, so put that on there. So when you hop on, it's going to be 1515 because I just like that number. But I still haven't quite worked out what cards to give you. What do you feel like today? How are you feeling today? Do you want something happy or something positive or something just to give you something to think about? I'm going to give you some magic. I'm going to give you something to... Witch's Tarot. Modern Witch Tarot. Can't remember the name of it. So let's have a look. Back here. So number 2. What's happening? What's the universe consider important enough for you to be here today? To see what the cards have in store for you. Remembering, this is a general reading. If it doesn't suit you, there's 2 others, but also take what you need and leave the rest. The fate of the world seems to rest on your shoulders at the moment. Gets very heavy, doesn't it? When you think that you're responsible for every single thing that happens. I think you need to take some time out for yourself, or treat yourself nicely for a little while, and just forget the cares and the woes and take yourself out on a date. The world will still be there when you get back, and unfortunately the problem will still be there when you get back, but you can see it then from a different viewpoint, because you've rested and you've decided that enough is enough and that you can deal with this as it comes. You have the 6 of Swords, which is what we're just talking about. Yeah, it's time for you to pack up and just move on. Taking everything that you need. Now, this could be a literal moving forward, or it could be a literal get up and go and just, take everything and just move on. But it could also mean spiritual or mental or intellectually even too, because sometimes we have to think about things, and sometimes that doesn't get us anywhere, so we need to pack all that in and try it from a different perspective, take out a clean sheet of paper and start again. So I think that's what's coming through here for you, because you have the 6 of Swords, and that's usually an indication of better things to come. But I think at the moment, those better things to come will be of your own making, because you need to move forward into them, and you need to lay the groundwork for that. So start laying the groundwork, so once you move forward into that place, you know exactly how and where and why you're there and what awaits you. The 9 of Cups, and satisfaction reigns supreme. Sure, a few little niggles here, and Hey, 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 what are you? What do you want? Are you going to bite me? Going to snap at me with those claws? But the cat is prepared to see what the crab will do, and the crab is really ready to protect itself. But I think at the moment, well, once you reach where you need to be, you'll be quite satisfied. And whatever else is going on, let that take care of itself. So I think being satisfied with what you have, and you will be satisfied with what you have, and let everything else take care of itself. The world does not rely on you to keep it revolving. Does that make sense? And I think sometimes you need to be able to be satisfied with what you have, or what you are prepared to wait for, to work for, and then be happy with the outcome. I think it's coming through for you, and allow the rest to take care of itself. And then you have judgment. Follow your own path. Everyone travels, what's that? I can't think of how to say it. They hear their own drum beat, you know what I mean? So this is for you to hear your own drum beat and to follow that, to be aware of what it is that you need. How satisfied are you with your life, with what you have? Can you be satisfied with what you have without asking for more? And I think following your own drum, following your own set of music, allowing yourself the opportunity to be where you want to be is what's coming through for you at the moment. And you're being called. Your higher power knows exactly, or your higher self knows exactly where and when to move forward, and what to do, and how to accomplish things. So give yourself some credit, and follow through with something that you want to do at the moment. And then what are the possibilities? Dispute resolution comes through here. Yeah, dispute resolution. So can be quite stressful, but it's a process that is necessary to accomplish the next step. So this is like having a roundtable discussion, getting back down to basics, what you need, what they need, how you're going to compromise, and that sort of thing. So following your own music and chilling out because you receive everything that you need doesn't always mean you can't compromise at the same time to reach even more beneficial situation or place of being, you know what I mean? So it's about trying to resolve, and it could also be your own internal dispute of how you're going to be doing this versus your responsibilities, and so forth and so forth. So everyone has a little bit of the action, and you can get what you want mostly, you know. A commitment comes through here, total commitment. So this is not to be taken lightly. This is to know that this is long term. The decisions you make at the moment are long term, not something you can take off and put back on, or just forget about it for a little while. This, once you're in this commitment of everything that you're going through at the moment, you're in it for the long term until it's resolved, until you finally come to a compromise that sits right with everyone. So the commitment to make that compromise, to source that compromise is going to be the journey. And spring, beautiful spring comes through here. The renewal, the possibilities, the just feeling, yeah, resourcefulness that comes through with, hey, we've got through another season and things are being what they need to be. It's also a resilience comes through here. The little plant that blooms through the concrete, you know what I mean? It's finally, yes, we finally made it. And I think spring is a really good symbol of that renewal. The possibilities are endless once that dispute has been finalised. But I think your needs are very important at the moment. Being satisfied with what you have, as opposed to adding more to it, and let other people take care of themselves. But there's some things that really need to be resolved. Does that make sense? So thank you. Number 2. Number 3, 2626. I like that number, 2626. What deck am I going to give you? The Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. I haven't used this one before. Not for readings here on my channel. So let's have a look and see. It's a beautiful deck, isn't it? Look at the colours of that. This is a pre-owned deck, and someone had it before me and coloured the edges. So I'm sensing this from this perspective, that this is taking what was and making it your own, making something, personalizing something, putting your stamp on something to let the world know that this is who you are and this is what you are. And maybe there's a transformation coming through for you from something that you've started, and you're coming to recognizing who you are right now. Maybe you've been through a journey of transformation, and this is the final stage of that. But let's have a look and see what cards turn up, and then we'll know for sure, won't we? Oh, I'll leave them out because they jumped out at me. Like personal transformation just comes through here quite strongly for me. Now, what that means for you, I'm not sure, but take what you need and leave the rest. These came out. You got this one too, the 6 of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely a transformation coming through. You've left the old self behind. You're moving into your new self. You're moving into who you are right now. Past be blowed. Past is gone. It's done with. You've worked hard to where you are right now, and you're moving into yourself. You're moving into who you want to be. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, and she's very happy, thank you very much. She doesn't want for anything other than what she has right now and what is the possible from this moment. So definitely a transformation has occurred or will be occurring or is in the process. So, and then being satisfied with who you move into, of who you are when you complete your journey. You also have the Knight of Wands. He looks a bit forlorn at the moment. You're moving into something really better for yourself, but I think you're mourning who you used to be, because some people still see you that way. They haven't accepted you for who you are right now. So you're take a pause. You don't need to go full steam, even though the wands are action. It means fire. It means productivity. But sometimes, you know, if you come to the point where you are who you are right now, but other people don't accept it or can't accept it, you need to come to a conclusion that it doesn't matter. You are who you are. You believe in what you are right now, and I think that's the most important thing. And there will be others who support you. I can see that. I can sense that. And if others can't, if they don't bother you, it's different if they start to harass you or voice their opinions. Some people just do that because they can't accept changes in other people, because they want to make changes in themselves and they haven't got the courage to do so. They haven't got the courage to live who they want to be, so they pick on people who have got the courage. So you have the courage to be who you want to be this new person that you are becoming. So continue with that and let the others be blowed. Ooh, Pandora's box. But this is yours. These are the choices that you can make from right now, and they all belong to you. Some are better than others. Some you think, well, didn't really like that choice, just find another one, and that's okay too. So you've got choices from now, and I think continue to move on is one of those better ones. But you may find things that are really good, and you might find things that aren't. So this is like you making the choices that are best for you. And then you have the King of Swords. He's a very, very concise person, and a personality rather than a person, unless there's a person coming through, unless you are the King of Swords. The personality of the King of Swords is a very concise person, a very astute person who knows their own mind, has all their ducks in a row. Oh, that's the ultimate aim, isn't it? Have all your ducks in a row. And if he's not there yet, he certainly will be, because he knows how to do that. She or he knows how to do that. And you can do that too. So have a brilliant idea in mind. Be precise about it. Stick to your guns. Follow through. Have a plan A and plan B. Hopefully you only need plan A. And see what happens. See what the possibilities are. This new you that has emerged. What are you going to do? How are you going to live your life? What are the challenges? What are the choices? Then plan to make things happen the way that you want them to be. This new person that you're becoming is very important. What is possible? Destiny. I like getting the Destiny card because it says you're on the right track, and there's some surprises on the horizon for you. The choices could bring about something that, I don't know, the possibilities are endless. I'm excited for you. opening of doors, opening of opportunities, a new place of residence, a new workplace, a new car, something that opens and reveals your destiny or opportunities. And then smile. Happiness, contentment. Yeah, you worked hard for who you are becoming, and it's all going to be worth it. It's all going to be worthwhile because you are now who you are meant to be. Or if you're not quite there yet, you will be. And that's the most important thing, I think, being true to yourself and who you are. So thank you. Number 3. So thank you everyone for joining me today. Hope that was interesting for you and answered a question or two or gave you something to think about. Remembering these are cards. They are not written in stone. They are just suggestions. They are just ideas. They are just possibilities. You can make them as sturdy or as real as you want them to be. But you are in charge of what happens from now on. So take what you need and leave the rest. And until next time, so many blessings.